Welcome to episode 42 of the Profitable Speaking Podcast, where I provide practical tips and insights to help you succeed as a public speaker. In today's episode, I'm going to look at launching a content explosion using an AI workflow. In the age where digital content reigns supreme, imagine turbocharging your content game with the power of artificial intelligence. Today, I'm going to explore how the latest AI tools are revolutionizing my content creation and strategy, paving the way for a massive content explosion. Whether you're a budding content creator, a seasoned marketer, or just curious about the intersection between AI and content, this episode is packed with insights that you won't want to miss. So let's get started on this look into the future of content creation. I've been working hard at content creation for my new leadership podcast that I just launched called Leaders in the Line of Fire. Because I'm starting this new speaking lane, I have no collateral. So I'm back at the beginning again where I need to create everything to grow my speaking business. I've now started to develop a workflow that is producing more content than I can possibly use. So today I'm going to run you through how you can easily do it too. So step one is video. If you want to produce lots of content quickly, do a video. I video all my podcast episodes now, but it doesn't need to be a podcast. It can be a 10-minute piece to camera using auto cue or from bullet points if you like. So there's a couple of things I'd like to talk about here. First of all, it ain't pretty, okay? It's video, and I'm no massively talented video producer, as you can probably see. But I will get better over time, and I'm learning a lot as I go. The great thing about doing a video podcast is I get at least 15 minutes of content every time I sit in front of a camera. So that's approximately 3,300 words coming out of my mouth in that time. So that's a lot of insights and thinking going on there that is useful for content creation. Now, I use Descript to actually edit my videos. So I shoot the video into Descript. Descript transcribes it automatically for me, and it also then gives me the option to edit it. Now, the great thing is you're editing using text editing. So if I put a sentence in and I don't want, I just select that sentence in the text and hit delete, and it removes the audio and the video and merges the two together again. So it's super, super easy. Now, you can go to really high-end tools like Premiere Pro and that to do this, but Descript does everything and it updates regularly. It's about $30 a month. And I've mentioned it before, but it gets better and better. They're putting a lot of money into it. They've just bought StreamYard, which is the ability to actually do two people interviewing, and it records it locally and then uploads both streams. And you can then use that edited in Descript. So you're getting 4K quality, but it's being stored locally, so you're not getting that problem with streaming where the video breaks down. But I digress for a minute. Go and look at Descript. Seriously, it is absolutely worth the money if you shoot any sort of video or audio for podcasts or however you're going to use it. One of the great things is as soon as I've finished doing this, even though I'm using a nice mic, it goes into studio sound mode. And studio sound mode goes through and cleans up the background of the video and the quality of the sound and all that sort of stuff, so that my sound quality for my podcast is quite good. When it's all done and I've edited it up and I've taken out all the ums and ahs and so's, which it can do using AI automatically, I can then export it. Now, I can export directly to social media, so I can export straight up to YouTube, or I can export even into a host like Buzzsprout to host my podcast, or I can just bring out a WAV or MP3 or MP4 file. So it gives me lots of export opportunities, and you can export up to 4K. And so you can do anything you really want with the content. But the key thing here is you are producing a chunk of content, approximately 3,000 or more words. And that forms the basis of really good quality content that can be produced using AI. So that brings us to step two. Step two is text content. So once you have the audio from your video, you can use AI to turn it into text content. I use Cast Magic to do all that for me. Now, Cast Magic's a relatively new tool. It was developed, I believe, by some podcasters because they needed something that produced what they needed to go with their podcast when they put it up on the web. Now, it's developed a long way since then, and now it is just a fantastic tool, and it continues to grow. I think I picked it up originally through AppSumo, but you can get it other places as well. Whatever it's worth, it's absolutely worth whatever the fee is per month. So it does a very accurate transcription. That's the first thing I noticed, even better than other tools I've used before. Once that transcription's done, you can query the transcription to produce whatever you want to do. One of the things I really like is it automatically has a series of prompts created. So when you click on the page, it then goes through those prompts and produces you a series of content. So you get a range of titles for that episode. You get keywords that are popular in there. You get an introduction written, so like the podcast introduction. You get a timestamp list, so it has the time and the topic, time and topic. You get questions that you could ask about that. So you could give someone a piece of content and then have a quiz already pre-written by AI. You get bullet points of all the key stuff. You get some quotes taken out of there, so quotes that you could use on social media. You get a Reels script that actually writes a script if you want to shoot a separate reel. I don't do that. I do it differently, which I'm going to cover. You get a LinkedIn post, a newsletter, a tweet thread, threads for Instagram, all automatically without even having to press a button. So you upload the audio or video file, and it produces all of that instantly as text content. Now, you can export that as a CSV file, and then you can give it to your assistant, or you can import it into all sorts of places. Being CSV, of course, that means that it's a spreadsheet, and we can do all sorts of things with CSV files. You can modify the output of any one of those automatic sections. So you can make it longer, shorter, more serious, more casual, or custom. So you can actually say, please write this again, but so a 5-year-old could understand. And it will redo that particular section, not every section. So that's nice too if you're not liking the output that's coming from it. You can share all the content it creates with a link. So it brings up a link. When you go to that link, it gives you the audio file and then all the text content you've created. So you can give it to someone else to look at for you. One of the things I really like also is that they have a range of community prompts. And community prompts are basically prompts that other people who use Castmagic have written. And so you can see a range of things, ideas you probably haven't even thought of, which I really like. And you can add those into your list of auto-generated prompts. So if you find one, like I have one that actually writes an article for my website based on the content of my podcast, I add that in. And so when the AI starts all those other things I listed, the last one it does is actually the one that I put there. So you can actually add in extra auto-created content. Magic Prompt is probably the last section. I don't use it too much, but it's basically a tool that you can type in any prompt and get a result out of. So it's just like using ChatGPT, except it's only querying the audio content that you uploaded, so the transcript. Once you've got all that, you can then use Canva to create social media posts with all those tweet threads and sayings and quotes and all that. So Canva obviously is my favorite tool for creating anything that is visual as far as social media posts and things go. Well, pretty well anything else, if I'm going to tell the truth. But you can use all that content there. And if you really want to leverage it, and I've talked about this in a previous episode, get a set of templates and then copy and paste onto that set of templates all of the quotes or bullet points or whatever you want from the AI produced by Castmagic. So step 3, video reels. And this is one I'm thinking, okay, we have the original video, but it's quite long. We now have text content from Castmagic as well, but how do we get short reels or videos? I use Opus.pro, and it's about $120 a year, and it is worth every single cent. Basically, you upload a video, and then you tell it how long you want your clips. Do you want it 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever you want? And it will go through, and using AI and any keywords you put in, it will pull out quotes that make nice little short videos, probably the best way to put it. And it will create the short videos for you automatically. Now, I have mine created vertically so that they work in reels. You can have horizontal ones if you want, but it does that. And then it also puts the transcription over the top, so the captions, And you can also add your logo. So you can change the color and font and size of your captions, and you can put your logo in the top corner or in a bar across the top, whatever you want to do. Automatically creates the video. You can go in and edit the text content. So if it's got the wrong word or something like that, or if you want to cut a section out and have it redo it again, you can do that. So you still have control over the content if you want it. But if you don't, you just click download and you can download these files to your desktop. I like this because I can put one audio podcast up there and I will get around 13 short videos. Now, I've uploaded these shorts straight into YouTube and tagged them as shorts, and I'm seeing traffic from them. And this is traffic from people I don't know from around the world. This is a great way of exposing my content to the world, leveraging the power of shorts on YouTube, but then also I can upload them to Instagram and Reels for lots of views. Now, one of the things I've noticed, just uploading a Reel to to Facebook, I get 100 views in the first hour. Now, I know if I do a post, I might get 2 or 3. So there's a big difference in how the social media are using Reels and those short chunks of video. So they're brilliant, and you can obviously embed them on your website as well. So Opus.pro does all of that for me for free, not for free, for easy. And I leverage the tool for that. Step 4 is social media posting. If you try and post to every social media site individually, you'll run out of time. I have a tool to make it easier. And the tool that I use is Koya. Koya allows me to upload a video or a square image or whatever for social media, and then post it to Instagram, Facebook pages, Facebook feed, LinkedIn pages, LinkedIn personal, and obviously to X, formerly known as Twitter. And it will do that for me automatically all at once, or I can schedule it to go tomorrow or the next day or whatever I want to do. I just upload the video or the image, and then in the general comment area, I write my comment, and then I choose which social media places I want to post it to. And it tells me if I need to adjust it. So for example, most of them take, plenty of characters, but X doesn't. So I have to go into the X version of the post and just click on there and delete that back to 260 characters or whatever it is. And so I have to adjust that one. Once that one's adjusted, it gives me the light tick and it shows that I can now post down the bottom. I press the button and hey presto, all at once. So time, easy. It gives you a record. You can go into the calendar and see where you've posted, when you've posted, all that sort of stuff. But it just leverages your time better. And I really like that. So I've got used to using that now. I just leave it open in a tab. And by leaving it open in a tab, it means that I think of it when I open my computer for the morning. I make sure I do my posts. So you can see how this allows you to quickly create large volumes of quality content that you can flood your social media with. Imagine how many times your name will start to pop up in the search engines when you're putting out 15 short videos a week, along with articles for your website, your podcast, or video or more. You quickly go from no content to a lot of content that allows people to see your brilliance doing what you do best, and that is speaking. That brings me basically to the end. For those feeling the weight of starting fresh and creating content for a new venture, remember that with the right tools and strategy, you can efficiently generate more content than you'll ever need. In today's digital landscape, crafting quality content efficiently is more crucial than ever. As we've explored, combining the power of video, AI-driven text tools and short reels, strategic social media posting can supercharge your content creation journey. The key lies in utilizing the right tools, understanding their strengths, and weaving them seamlessly into your workflow. By doing so, not only can you elevate your brand presence, but you can also engage with your audience in meaningful, diverse ways. Here's to harnessing the transformative power of technology for your authentic storytelling. I hope you found this episode of my podcast, Launching a Content Explosion Using AI Workflow, empowering. If you did, then I have a challenge for you. Hit that like button and subscribe to the podcast right now, and then share this episode with another speaker who could use the tips and strategies we've shared. Let's help each other grow our businesses and make an impact in the speaking world. Together, we can help each other reach even more people and make a bigger difference. So don't wait, take action now and share the love. Thanks for tuning in and get ready for more exciting business building tips in the next episode.